Welcome back to Eat Shoot Drive, guys. I hope you're doing well. Did you manage to see the last midnight sun hiking video? If not, take a few minutes, have a look up here. Really enjoyed shooting that and happy to be back here. But this week's video is going to be a little bit different. Now, I started the YouTube and video thing to get more attuned with videography and create sort of short promo things for companies up here in Lapland, and obviously to share our wonderful, wonderful nature here. But I was trained as a photographer first, so one thing that I don't want to do is lose my skill set. I still want to be a bit creative, still want to shoot products, and or at least that was my background. Food and beverage photography is essentially product photography, just a bit different. But I don't want to lose that skill set, so in order to keep the whole nature outdoor vibe thing going, me and the missus were out down south somewhere, and I managed to pick up this Martini axe, which is a Finnish brand axe, for relatively cheap. I think it was on sale for some reason. Don't know why, because it's a wonderful axe. And I thought, why not shoot this in its element, obviously outdoors and nature, but with a little twist, with more of a commercial edge. I would say most nature outdoor photography is generally natural light, nice soft focus, very mellow. I would like to put more of a spin on it, where it's a bit more commercial edge, a bit more of a stylized shot. With that being said, let me show you what's going through my head, just to give you an idea of where I'm at. So, first idea I have, this is the back of my house. I know the sun will rise in that direction, and this is all forested area. So my theory would be, or at least for this first few shots, be to shoot into the sun. So that's the axe right there. Axe would be backlit, main light source, probably a flash, come off here and shoot in. Now I know just also behind the back of my house there is some form of a funky tree stump. I think there's two actually. So one shot could be the axe. Oh, that's a really bad axe. Laying on its side, kind of this. Light there, coming back, and a bit of side light, and this kind of falling into shadow maybe. Depends how the sun is. And then also you can have tree stump again. Excuse my drawing, it's been a long time since I've drawn. Axe kind of embedded in the tree stump. Again, bit of backlight, and then maybe more of front light, really showing off the metal and the side, showing the Martini logo. And then I've got a few more. Be nice to maybe do a top shot. So, oh, bad axe. Top shot amongst all the bushes, and then just nice side light coming there, really highlighting the blade here. Nice, beautifully brushed steel here. You get a nice shade on the blade here, maybe with the sheath on as well, because that's nice and rustic and dark. But yeah, so this is my basic idea, and then go through a few scenarios. I'm going to try and get a friend to help me as well, because I want to do some action shots, cutting the wood, and thankfully I don't have to go too far because it's right outside the back of my house. So that's what's going on inside my head. Let's get the gear outside and get shooting and see what we can create. Wonderful. So, as you can see, side light, main tree stump, axe, backlight is the sun, which is looking really, really nice. So a little bit underexposed, maybe if not perfectly exposed, I'm not sure. We'll see. This will be a long process anyway. Super happy with that. Really actually turned out way better than I actually thought it would. Next one, I've taken away the sheath. What I want to do is get the axe more than action shot. Hopefully I can get this stuck in just right. Actually like that. Maybe a little bit deep, but it gives you an idea. That's not going anywhere, so let's see. I've just realised big mistake. I was shooting an event over the weekend and I didn't need to shoot in RAW, so changed it to JPEG, small JPEGs. And ironically, I've left it on that setting, so the first 30 minutes of this shoot is all in JPEG. Not really a problem because JPEG is completely fine for social media, and I know my camera's good enough that if anyone does want this for a proper picture, it should just about hold up. But I'm just going to restart everything, shoot in RAW, so we've got good high quality pictures. Finally did some reshot the shots from the start and they still look good, so haven't lost too much time at all. Really only had to concentrate and shoot. Took me about 15 minutes to get the new shots. But now try for some human elements. I have changed into my good old hiking shirt, bit of red and what's this, bluey grey type thing, so good color contrast with the green and the brown. So let's see if we can get a crack. Look pretty good. Annoyingly, as you can see, the sun has kind of disappeared behind a cloud. We're still getting some nice rays of light, but nothing what we were getting before, and that's the contrast I want to try and get. Dull that down a little bit so you really can see the light, beams of light, and then the flash will nicely light me holding the axe. Sadly, this is now just a waiting game of weather. And sadly, I actually lost that waiting game with the weather. It actually got even worse that day. We had a hailstorm, there was more clouds, the sun was in and out for the rest of the day. My friend James came down to help me out after a few days, and sadly even then the weather wasn't playing ball. The sun would be out for a few seconds and then go back behind clouds, so I just had to call it. I didn't want to waste his time any further, and that's just part of the game with working with nature. You have good days, bad days, amazing days. I got 2 fantastic shots which I'm super happy with. I'm going to try and send these off to Martini and actually see if they would like to use them. Fingers crossed they do. If they do, that's awesome, and if something comes out of that, even better. I hope you enjoy the video. Plenty of photography and videography coming on the channel later. Hit the subscribe button. Remember to spend some time outside, and I'll see you on the next video.